wearing my shoes with my feet placed in a basin of water, then fixing my gaze intently on the cat's eye. The next second, the water beneath my feet begins to boil. As the cat's pupils slowly start to contract, I soon find myself transported to hell. Everywhere here burns with raging flames. Holding the deceased belongings, I quickly determine the direction to search. As I continue forward, the demons around me begin to grow restless. When I find the girl, the demons also spring into action. I can only quicken my pace and run toward her, but the girl still jumps down, leaving me only with a wristband. In this critical moment, I shatter the holy water, barely managing to return to the mortal world, but now my body is smoking and racked with excruciating pain. I deliver the wristband to Angela, proving that her sister indeed fell into hell by suicide. Yet even with the evidence right before her eyes, Angela still has doubts. So I ask the priest to go investigate. The priest secretly sneaks into the morgue and finds the body. He places his hands on the corpse's wrists and begins reading her memories from before death. Then his eyes roll back, showing only the whites, and wisps of white smoke emerge from his head. At this moment, a demon's howl startles him. On the corpse's wrist, a mark has appeared. The priest collapses to the ground in terror. He pulls out his flask, wanting to take a drink to calm his nerves, but when he unscrews the cap, he discovers nothing will pour out. In desperate panic, he rushes to a convenience store, grabs a bottle of alcohol, and pours it into his mouth. However, he tries bottle after bottle, yet not a single drop will come out. The priest collapses powerlessly to the ground. He knows he's running out of time, so he picks up a bottle opener and stabs it into his palm, leaving me a clue. By the time I arrive, the priest has stopped breathing. I discover the clue carved into the priest's palm and immediately contact a friend to help investigate the symbol's origin. It turns out this is the mark of Mammon, the son of Satan. The Bible says Mammon didn't want to be bound by his father's rules and yearned to establish his own kingdom on earth. But for a demon to appear in the mortal world, they must use a powerful psychic as a medium, and that person is Angela's sister. However, before he finishes speaking, a fly burrows out from his eye. By the time we arrive, he's already dead at the scene. Finally, Angela has no choice but to reveal the truth. She and her sister, like me, were born with the ability to see both the living and the dead. Moreover, Angela's spiritual power is even stronger than her sister's. But she refused to accept her ability because she didn't want to be seen as a freak, so she sealed it away. After some time, this spiritual power gradually disappeared for real. Now, for the sake of her sister, Angela decides to reawaken her spiritual power. She asks for my help.
You do this, there's no turning back.
I have Angela enter a bathtub filled with water, because water is the medium connecting the realms of the living and the dead. To quickly awaken the spiritual power within Angela, she must walk along the edge of death. As water droplets suspend and freeze in midair, the bathtub Angela is in suddenly explodes entirely. At this moment, her spiritual power has returned to her body. But then she suddenly remembers something. She pulls me back to the place where my friend died and finds a coin on the floor. With just one glance, I understand who the murderer is.
Balthazar.
He is the strongest demon under Satan's command. So to avenge my friend,